Welcome back, everyone. This is Sue Stewart. I'm your host of Trailblazers. I'm very excited today to have an extraordinary person in that being Lloyd Lawrence. I call him AKK LL. I'm very excited that he's here. He's an entrepreneur. Lloyd Lawrence is an entrepreneur, a retired basketball coach, and he won a championship with Seneca College in 1986, 87. Welcome, Lloyd.
Thank you.
Hey, Lloyd, tell the viewers, there's many people watching right now, tell us a little bit more about yourself, Lloyd.
Born in England, came to Canada when I was 4 years old. Didn't know how life was going to be, but was very excited to be here. Started kindergarten and so on, and it was a different place because in England we have the Cockney accent, if you know what I mean, and here everybody was speaking differently. But I adapted real quickly, made a lot of friends, and life was really good from way back when.
Can you go a little bit further? Now you're here in Canada. Take us from Canada to where you are now.
All right, so I grew up with a father, mother, and sister and a brother. Very loving family. We grew up in different neighborhoods. When we first moved to Canada, we lived at Bathurst and Finch. Then we moved from there to a place they call Jungle, which is at Bathurst Heights area. And we moved from Jungle to Village, which is another area which is not too far, Caledonian Lawrence area. And, basically was into a lot of sports. School wasn't my favorite thing. I kind of thought it was boring. But the thing that motivated me most was that they had sports. If you had sports, you got me to go to school. And for me, that was my beside my dad maybe, was my motivation.
Okay. What high school did you go to?
Well, I went to actually two. I started at Bathurst Heights, played junior ball there. It was funny because the coach didn't know me coming out of junior high, but I was one of the top-rated guys coming out of junior high. I was playing a tournament called LLOYD tournament, had all the junior high schools, the best junior high schools playing, and I averaged over 30 points and was a defensive warrior, if you want to say. I like to steal the ball, so I had a little write-up on me, and it's funny, somebody just sent that to me maybe around 3 months ago, so it's fresh in my mind to see that I could tell a friend of mine that, see, I've been in ball for a long time, I'm pretty good.
Okay, what led you to Seneca College, the championship?
Well, I basically went from Bathurst to Earl Hague, and played there for 4 years, and won 2 championships out of the 4 years, and should have won 3. One was a very heartbroken situation, but we learned to lose and we learned to win. But the program there was awesome because we played around 55 games a year. In high school, that's a lot of ball, and we played in a lot of different tournaments. So I left high school, and I actually needed to get a credit to finish my high school. I needed 1 credit. Went to night school and decided, okay, let me go to Seneca. Had some scholarship opportunities, but didn't take them. It was a little weird and different back then, so I had scholarship basketball, football, and soccer. And I said, okay, I'm not going to go, but I'll go to Seneca. Went to Seneca, and it was funny because there was no room on the team. But they knew me and they wanted me to play. And one of my friends, actually, he's passed away. He got in trouble with marks or something, so he couldn't play. So they called me aboard, and it was history after that. I ended up playing on, I think, one of the best teams ever. We went into Humber and beat Humber in the finals, and that's always something I like to say because Humber was the tough school back then, and we were able to beat them in their own gym, and it was very, very rewarding.
All right. So who was your coach at Seneca?
Ernie Armstrong. Ernie Armstrong was my first coach. And funny enough, my second coach was my high school coach. He ended up coming to Seneca after. So I've had really good coaches in my life, and they built my basketball career in the sense of just learning the game properly and having fun doing it.
So what led you from basketball player to a coach? Can you explain that?
Oh, that was funny because I have a friend, and he's a principal at a private school. One day he called me and said, could you start coaching? And I was like, okay, I'm not sure I want to do this, but okay. So I get to the gym, and it was the girls team I was starting with, and I saw 2 girls do layups, and they threw the ball over the backboard. And I looked at him and I said, what are you getting into? But the irony of that story is, you know, we were 2-11 going into the playoffs, and everybody made the playoffs. So we had some preliminary games, and we actually won the B championship that year. That was the most satisfying coaching I've ever had, and I've done it for 12 years and won 6 male championships and 5 female championships.
Wow.
So, and it's a single A school, so we don't have a lot of students to pick from. So I'm very proud of the fact that we've done so well.
Well, so where are you now? Take us to where you are now.
Well, now I'm an entrepreneur. I'm doing some big things with some health situations. I actually had a real issue 6 years ago. I collapsed on the basketball court, and I was dead for 35 minutes. I had no heartbeat, no pulse, and it was very traumatic. I was in a coma for probably 2.5 weeks. Woke up out of my coma and found out there's a whole new world. And so, I know you went through some situations where you had some stresses in your life too, and I can appreciate we're both here. And I tell people every day above ground is a good day.
Yes.
And we learn, to live and adapt. And what happened was I started to talk to a friend about something, and he was telling me, I have something for you. I checked out some products that he was using, and it actually worked for me. And my heart is still ticking. But I'm an entrepreneur of that product.
Okay, great. You know what, Lloyd? I mean, you're remarkable. I know you're a miracle. Sure. I know that. One last thing that I wanted to ask you to share. Mm-hmm. I know you do something that I wish I could sing, but I know that Lloyd can sing. Can you take us, like, how you got into singing? Share that.
That's actually another funny story. I was probably around 13 years old, and a good friend of mine named Mark Edwards, his brother was named Washington Savage, who was one of the best keyboardists in the city, in the country. He passed maybe around 10 years ago, but Mark and I used to always sing, but no one knew we could sing. And one day at church, we decided we're going to make it a coming out party, and we started singing, and we sang When I Need Love. We made it into a Christian song. And the parents were like, you guys sing? And I was, yeah, kind of. And history, went on. I kept on singing, and now I'm in a choir named Sharon Riley and Faith Chorale. We've won Junos, Grammys, been in all type of movies. We were just in XXX last year. It's amazing with Vin Diesel and Samuel L. So it's been a lot of fun. I've been rewarded in a lot of ways, and God has blessed us. So,
Yes, He has blessed you indeed.
For sure.
Listen, Lloyd, we're gonna get back to you. We're gonna take a quick commercial. We're gonna take a break right now. Thanks. Welcome back. We're here with the beautiful Lloyd Lawrence. I'm so enjoying our conversation, Lloyd. I was wondering if you could do us all a favor. I know there's viewers watching from all across Canada. Can you explain or tell us a little bit more about your connection with the disability channel? Not with the channel, but with the community with disability.
There's a couple of roots. Myself, obviously, I had heart failure, so I have a defibrillator in my chest, and so anything to do with disability is very close to my heart. But also, my director in my choir went through a traumatic situation where she was in a car accident, was thrown through the back window, has a steel plate in her leg and a steel ball in her hip, and she's the director of our choir. And so we really take to people that have disabilities and want to show that life is not over because you have a disability. You actually can do many things, and she's been remarkable. We had our 25th anniversary on Saturday night, a full house concert. It was crazy. We had all of the new members come back, and the stage was full with around 50 people on it, and it's on Facebook, so I'm sure you'll see it if you check my page somewhere down the line. It was pretty cool, and it's on YouTube as well. So Sharon Ryan and Faith Chorale and disability, it's part of us. We have something called Beyond the Stage, so we do anything to help Beyond the Stage.
That's great, Lord. I mean, yes, I was very upset. I was supposed to be there because I grew up listening to Faith Chorale and Cheryl, and I was very upset that I missed it. But you know what? I will be watching on the Facebook.
I was about to say you can watch it on YouTube.
Yes, I will be watching on YouTube. But Lloyd, can you tell us where people can find more information about your group and,
Sure.
and yourself?
Well, first of all, you can basically just call my number. It's 416-723-3983. I am the manager as well as the member, so you can get any information you want to know about the choir. You also can do our website is fchorale.com, and at that point you can get anything you want. You can get me through that as well, and you get information bio on us and see all the wonderful things that we were able to do.
All right, that's great. That's great, Lloyd. We're gonna take another commercial, and we're gonna wrap the show up. We'll be right back with you, Lloyd. Thank you. Well, thank you for coming back, Lloyd.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you.
It was a
We
pleasure being here.
appreciate what you do, and I know I want to hear you sing. I haven't heard you yet, but I would love to invite Sharon Riley and the Faith Chorale to come back to the Disability Channel and perform. I think our listeners, our viewers, would be thrilled
Well, I think Sharon would be
and
thrilled.
be blessed
I
by
think it'd be
it.
an awesome time.
Well, I just want to leave you guys with the website. Please check out and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, the Disability Channel, www.thedisabilitychannel.ca. And you can follow me on Twitter. I am Susan Stewart. And you can also follow our page on the Facebook page, the Disability Channel. We're going to leave you with a clip from Sharon Riley and the Faith Chorale 25th anniversary. Please watch it. You won't be disappointed. Bye now.